It's time for a live highlights. So today my guest inside the live highlights is a man known by many across Jamaica and the world as the smashing pianist. He is generally on all of us TV screens, right? TVJ all together sing. Yeah, he is Dennis Rushton. Hi, good afternoon to you, Mr. Rushton.
Good afternoon, Sharahan. How are you?
I am great. How are you?
I'm good, I'm doing the best I can,
Beautiful.
A little under the weather, but trying to do the best I can.
Oh, you're under the weather?
Yes, a little stuffy here and there.
Oh,
But
no.
I'm doing the best I can.
Yes, all right, all right. Well, I hope this interview will take you out of or take you from under that weather. Mhm.
Right.
Right, right. No, Dennis Rushton, it's a pleasure to have you. I always watch you on my TV, when I was younger, all together sing, and then you would get so excited when you hear the players and the harmonies them right and the musicians them
Oh
hit
yeah.
every key and all of them something there. So we'll be talking about those things today in the interview, but I just want to remind our listeners that we are live on Facebook. We are live on YouTube at Love 101 FM Jamaica. So you can jump on, rock on, sign on, roll on, whatever you gotta do. Just ensure that you are on. All right. So I have with me Dennis Rushton, and let me get my thing right here. Yes, yes, yes. So Dennis Rushton, your
Yes, sir.
Calabar Rabalak.
Yes, man,
My
definitely.
my school that my school dad. Now, before I delve into the interview, I want to say Happy New Year to you.
Thank you. Thank
You
you. Thank you.
you are welcome. Now back to Rabalang because I'm a Calabar fan. Yeah, so big up Calabar, and I see you're in green now.
Yeah,
It
I
wasn't
was just coming
deliberate.
from a funeral and
Oh
my wife
no.
gave me a green shirt. I don't know why.
The Lord is good. The Lord is good.
Yeah.
Now, who is Dennis Rushton for those who probably don't know?
Dennis Rushton is a young man
Yeah.
who loves music. Started learning to play music from I was 9.
Yes.
I got introduced to the piano. I think I got introduced to the guitar about 11, and I was playing the drum set as well. I'm not sure. I'm trying to get to the middle of the screen. I used to play the drum set a little bit, and I have just stuck with music all of my life, pretty much. I
Okay.
worked. I worked at JPS for a while.
Yes.
I did accounting. My background was in accounting and computers. I did that for a while, and then I left and I went full time into music
Mhm.
in 2000,
In
and I have
2000.
not looked back since.
Now, Dennis, that's a long time in 2000. So that's basically almost 22 years ago,
Right.
full time
Right.
in music. No, did you always know that you wanted to do music full time? Because I know that your mother wanted you to be a doctor or a lawyer.
Well, the parents always want you to be a doctor or a lawyer,
Yes, yes,
Indian or
always.
chief.
Big money, big money.
Um, and I tried to do that to please her, but it wasn't working out.
Yeah.
My passion, the drive I had for music, and it was incidental in it. It was my parents who sent me to music lessons.
Yes.
But I think they had in mind that I would just play music on the side or play music at church.
Oh, not full
Um,
time.
right, But
Yeah.
I don't think she had in mind that one day I would become a professional musician. I have no regrets. Life is very happy. I'm very happy when I'm in front of a keyboard.
Yes.
I'm at
Yes.
home, I'm at peace. And so that's pretty much the story of my life.
Okay. Now, where did this love and passion for music come from?
Well, as a pastor's kid, my father was pretty much the what we'd call the assistant pastor at the famous Wildman Street Pentecostal.
Yes.
So as a pastor's kid, you'd be sitting in the front bench. You'd be exposed to the band. The band. I would always sit in front of the band, so I would be always watching the guitar player, the drummers, the keyboard players, saxophone, the trumpet, all those guys. And it was just mesmerizing. And then when I got introduced to piano lessons now, it grew and grew. Then when I got to college, I met the famous John Williams.
Yes.
And that was it. The rest was history, as they say. He introduced me to pop and reggae and samba and all the other rhythmic forms outside of classical. And he took me on the road. He introduced me to Father Holong, who took me abroad and introduced me to a lot of people. And then, along the line, I met Robert and Genevieve. I became music director for Glacier Robinson. I've worked part time with Tommy Cohen, Colleen Davis, and and open concerts for quite a few people.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Now, which college did you go to?
Except Community College.
Oh, except so the
Yeah. And UTech. I went to UTech for a while as well.
okay, all right. So all right. So you're coming from far. So from the age of 9. So that means that you were still in St. Richard's Primary School, right?
Right. You,
Right.
you seem to know a lot about me, man.
Well,
Yes, I,
yeah,
I went to St. Richard's Primary School.
and then you
Before
went.
that, I went to Mavisville Prep.
Okay, all right. So then most of your time in Calabar, you did classical music, classical
I
piano.
Right, right.
Okay.
Of course, I would play on and off at church sometimes. If the organist was late or didn't come or had to leave, I would do a little thing on the keyboard. But when I got to Exed now, that's when I met John, and that's when he really took me under his wings and trained me and helped me to become a complete musician. Can I say that? Right.
Yes. Okay, beautiful. Now in 2000, something spectacular happened for you. Tell us about that.
In 2000, I got a phone call from a representative of BET.
Yes.
They said they had heard about me and they were looking for Caribbean jazz musicians, and my name came up on a list. I said, really? I said, yeah, man. We've been following you for a while, and we heard about you, and we would like to interview you. So I said, okay, fine. And when we had to go down to Negril at the time,
Yes.
and that's where they shot the video, and we played live for an hour, including interviews and so on. And they took it and they showed it a whole heap of times. A matter of
Oh,
fact, from my checks have revealed, I've been the most shown Caribbean artist on BT Jazz Channel
oh,
today.
congratulations.
Thank you.
Now,
Thank you.
how did the jazz come into play?
Jazz, well, when you get to Exed and one of your fellow students is Lenky, the guy who built the Diwali rhythm. One of your fellow students is Nigel Staff,
Yes.
the backbone of Rough Cut Crew. Um, People like Noel Davy who built the Sling Ting rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
So just imagine you have these reggae guys in the room, you have these Latin guys in the room, you have these let's say folk guys in the room. John has a folk background and mixed with classical and so on. And John, of course, did jazz. So in that mix of things,
Yeah.
jazz started to jump out at me. Um, and I just fell in love with jazz. I just fell in love with the style jazz. And then I took the jazz into the church and
Okay.
started playing the hymns using the jazz rhythms.
Oh, oh, I can just
And
imagine that. Oh,
yeah,
beautiful. Yes, yes,
and then I also, because of the classical background, I also brought that in to church.
yes.
I would, change up the hymns and make it sound more classical and,
Oh,
and mix it, create a fusion.
yes,
hmm
yes.
I
Well,
actually love both,
you love
but
both.
I prefer it.
You just fuse them together.
Fuse them together. I prefer jazz though, because
Yeah,
jazz. The rules of jazz are not are a bit more flexible than the other
yeah,
rhythms.
yeah. I love jazz. I love jazz.
Good,
Now,
wonderful.
yes. Now, Dennis, you're really talented, by the way. But something happened between 2000 and 2005. So you experienced highs and lows. So tell us about the struggles you would have encountered during those. Dennis, why your face look like that?
Oh my! I didn't expect that question. Well, put it this way. Between 2000 and 2005, I had to, as it were, learn to just depend on the Lord.
Yes.
Learn to depend on the source. The things that I thought would have happened, the things that I wanted to experience, the things that I thought would have happened did not happen. Um, because by 2000, okay, so when I started doing music on the side in 93,
Mm.
music was a side job.
Yes. And
By the
accounting
time I
was
got
the main job from JPS.
right, by
Yeah.
the time I got to 99, 2000, oops, JPS became the side job.
Okay.
So I thought, okay, well, it's time to go.
All right.
And when I became a full-time musician, and oops, downward slope, nothing much.
So you weren't getting a
Nothing.
lot of gigs or shows
No,
or
not as much as I was getting before.
okay.
So I literally just had to just depend on the Lord and just live a day at a time. And I had to be patient. I had to wait. I had to, you know, take odd jobs here and there, take little jobs here and there. But as I say, one cocoa full basket.
Yes.
And then in 2005, I got a call to go to Swallowfield,
Yes.
and we chatted for a while, and a relationship was formed, and that's where I am today, and I'm very happy, very
What what
happy.
what exactly do you do at Swallowfield Chapel?
I serve as their music director and as their main keyboard player.
Yes.
So that's pretty much my main focus now. So I help to organize the music as it relates to face services. I assist with the online, but in I really direct the face music.
Beautiful. And they treat you good over Swallowfield Chapel.
Yes, man,
They're
and
going to be
I
your
work
support,
with
yeah.
Sound of Man too. I guess you have heard of that group.
Repeat that?
I work with the group Sound of Man as well.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
I'm the main musical arranger for Sound of Man. The
Beautiful.
focus is on Sound of Man and Solofield Chapel as it relates to praise and worship
Okay.
and prayer meetings and so on and so forth.
All right. Now we're gonna do divert to the all together sing in just a moment because you are the all together sing judge, one of the judges. But what was I gonna say now? You produced was it a song or you produced something for JCDC? What is it called
Right.
again?
Our God, the extraordinary
Or
God.
yes.
Right,
Or
a
God
lot of
is
people,
able.
right? A lot of people call it "Our God is Able," but the real name is the Extraordinary God.
Extraordinary.
Right? Nicole
Yes.
Robinson.
Yes, you produced
Right.
that and that one JCDC that year. Remind me of the year again?
In 2001.
In 2001. Now, what was that like for you to produce that? And was that the first song you produced?
Not the first song I produced, but the first song that really hit the airwaves. I mean, really made it big, so to
Yeah,
speak.
yeah.
And it was a wonderful experience. I mean, I enjoyed doing the song while producing the song. It was like, oh God, this song is just blessing my heart,
Yes.
and I really connected with the words, and I just did the best I could at the time.
Now, how did you guys meet Nicole Robinson and you? How did that
Well,
happen?
the producer of the program at the time, he called me and he said he wanted me to do this song because he thought that I had the feel for this song. And he even said he wanted a kind of CC wine and type of feel, alabaster box kind of feel. He
Oh,
said that. And then he brought her here. Uh, and the rest is history. We, the moment we met, we just clicked. With the
ex-
moment she came, we just clicked. She just started talking. I started talking, and we understood each other. We understood the direction we wanted to go, and we understood our roles as it related to the song. So she came with the words, but my job was to put music to it,
oh,
and we had no problems. I mean, the first time she heard the track, which was probably 2 days after we met, she liked it, and we went to another studio to voice it, and the rest is history.
rest is history. And she won, of course. That song, extraordinary, extraordinary God.
The extraordinary God.
Yeah, the extraordinary God won JCDC that year. No, I have to say congratulations to you. You've been doing a lot, Mr. Rushton. Now let's move on over to the All Together Sing journey. You were one of the judges. No, we want to talk about that. How did you get involved in All Together Sing? How was the selection process made? How did they select you to become one of the judges?
Well, sir, and I just got a call again. I don't know. I just seem to get these calls all the time. I
Yes, go
got a
on.
call from the producer of the show who knew me for years. He has been following my career for years. A matter of fact, he went to Calabar as well.
Oh,
So he called, asked if I would be interested. I just said yes without knowing what I was saying yes to. A matter of fact, when I got on the program, I felt a little inadequate at the time because my training up to that point was in instruments,
yeah.
orchestration and instruments. I was never really into choral music at the time.
Okay.
So I felt a bit inadequate. But I guess he wanted a judge to kind of balance the seat of judges because
Yes.
others were into vocals and then there would have been a band there anyway.
Okay.
So behind the scenes I do a lot of what is that now? Training for the musicians there, making sure
Oh,
the instruments are tuned and making sure they're in sync with the music and so on. And then I grew with the show. Uh, which is why I ended up being the vocal arranger for Sound of Man. So
yes.
that show actually helped me to grow and appreciate vocal music more.
Beautiful. Now, how long have you been with All Together Sing?
I think we're in year 18 now. Of course, we've been on a 2 year break. So
Yes, yes, yes.
let's say I've been with the show for 16 years.
16 years. And you're so lucky you get to watch the live performances of these schools, and then I see your expressions, and then I can say yes, you can see the passion in his face. And how do
Yes.
you feel when you get to, you hear the songs and they're just nailing every part?
Wow, wow, it's hard to even explain that. I will tell you though, there's a buzz of excitement when I identify a star. So I was probably, some people are probably upset with me now, but I'm going to say it anyway. I was the
Yeah.
first person to publicly say that Romain Virgo was going to be a star.
Oh, wow.
I mean, he came up with this school about not Gallimore, and there was just something striking about his voice.
Oh, so
There
he
was
was
something, yeah. His
okay.
his, his school came second 1 year. I don't remember the year now. And but he was the main lead singer. Then
Oh,
there was Princess Tia, who
yes.
became a star as well from Russies. We have had one or two others who have passed through, like Lady Danielle, Jodie and Pantry, just passed through, you know. But Romaine was obviously a star.
Yeah.
Princess Tia, she had something. There was something there. So I get to see them before they become stars. I get to see them before they become celebrities,
Yes.
and that is exciting. You know, to just be a part of the Genesis. Yeah, it's exciting.
You get to see the stars before they actually shoot.
Right,
I
right,
can
right.
I can put it that way. No, well, kudos to you. I'm happy for that when you can see talent, you just identify and say, this person is going to be a star, or this person is, yeah. So now tell us about the challenges you would have encountered doing vocal arrangements or musical arrangements. Did you ever encounter any problems?
Yeah, man. A lot of times, sometimes one of the challenges I have sometimes is that you meet a group. They're
Yes,
already a group,
yes,
but then when they come to you, you realize that okay, it's a group of 6 persons. They've been singing together for 5 years, but the truth is only 4 people in the group that can sing or sing well. So
yes,
and now they're expecting you now to arrange their voices. They're expecting you now to make a record, and you're having a problem. Now that can be a problem. Um, that can be a major problem. I've even had issues of a husband and a wife come to me. They want to do an album, and I realize they both sing, but they don't sound good together.
together.
But because they're husband and wife, they want to work together.
Oh, so they want you to make magic.
They want you to make magic. That
as a
can be a challenge as
magician.
well. Right, that can be a challenge as well. But over the years, we've managed to cross the bridges, and we take our time. We're not in the business of hurting people.
Yes, yes, yes.
We've taken the time over the years to build, and sometimes you have to say to the wife, "I know you normally sing verse two, but I'm going to need you to sing the bridge." So you have to reproduce and recreate the arrangement that they've been accustomed to,
Yes,
you
yes.
know, just to make the song work.
Or just to make it work.
Right.
No,
Sometimes it might be that when they came to you, she is singing the soprano and he's singing the tenor.
yeah,
But sometimes in the studio, you realize, oh, but if he sings the melody and she sings the harmony, it would sound better.
yeah,
And we have our little fights and tips, and then they start to say, oh, yes, it's true, because of the key that the song is in, it's better that her voice is lowered and his is brought up.
yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. Those are
No,
some of the challenges.
so some of the challenges. Now, for all together sing, what are some of the elements you look for when you are judging the school?
Okay, tone quality, definitely. Attitude, performance
Mm.
skills. I'm trying to remember the rest now. Diction. We have to make sure we can hear the
Here,
words. That's very important. Um, we would say vocal quality,
yes,
because the sound, ultimately, sound matters.
yes,
So we want the best quality. We want the best quality sound, and we want the people to present. When I look at you or I hear you, yeah, there must be something striking about you or striking about your choir that would make me want to vote for you
yes,
or
yes.
put you through to the next round.
All right, all right. Now, I was watching a video of Edwin Allen. Oh Lord, what's the song that they had the rap head and the pencil, and your face was like, yes, with the excitement.
Yeah, man, trust me, it's exciting,
It's
It's
exciting.
a matter of fact, I hope I'm not getting in trouble, but it's usually more exciting than it even seems.
No man, you
That's
won't get in trouble. I know how live music works.
Yeah, man,
You have to
trust me,
be there. You have to be in person. Now,
trust me.
I don't want to put you in trouble, Dennis Rushton, but I want to ask you this question. No, if you can give me the top five schools for you that they've remained consistent during All Together Sing.
Well, the first school that jumps out to me would be Oberlin because Oberlin pretty much set the bar. They won the first 2 years, I believe, and they were a good choir. A school like Rossi's come to mind. Rossi's every time Rossi's enter, they are always in the top three. I
Mm.
mean, that says something. Um, Old Harbor for me would have gotten the prize for the most improved student, most improved school.
Cool.
When
Yes.
Old Harbor entered the first few years, 2 3 years, I mean they were horrible. Let's just face facts. We didn't enjoy hearing them. They didn't enjoy hearing themselves either. And they worked. They worked. That choir worked.
Yeah.
That choir would easily do 4 or 5 hours per day, including Saturdays and Sundays.
Mm.
I'm serious. They would sleep at the school.
That's
Uh,
cool.
yeah, yeah, man. The teachers develop a good parents with good relationship with the
Yes.
parents,
Yes.
and so they allow them to so-called live at the school.
Okay.
Um, and they would have gotten the prize from me as being the most improved school, and they have won at least twice, I think. Manchester is always among the best.
Oh yes, yes.
Arden is the only school to have made the entire studios cry.
Oh my goodness.
Camera men were crying, producers were crying,
You were crying.
the judges were crying. They did
Which one?
Jabez,
Which one?
bless me.
Bless. Oh.
Um, it was so good that you almost want to feel it was better than the original.
Oh my goodness.
And there are a few other schools, but those are definitely standouts.
No schools. Beautiful.
Manchester, Arden, Oberlin, um,
Tears.
Rossies, Old Harbor, they come to mind immediately.
They come to mind. Now, Dennis, how do you manage to remain impartial judging these schools on a weekly basis. I know that the human mind sometimes will sometimes we want to have a little favorite, but how do you
No,
manage to
well,
remain?
on that show, I have no favorites.
Yes,
If you are good, you become a favorite. If you flop, I will chastise you publicly
yes,
immediately. I will dash you away. I'll throw you in the garbage.
yes, yeah,
um,
yeah.
but at the same time, I'm very careful because it's children.
Yes,
So
yes, yes,
I
yes.
always try to avoid hurting them, but I have to be honest. I have to be honest at all times. So if they're underprepared, if they're under rehearsed, I will tell them like it is. And they know when they're doing well, they know when they're not doing well, and they know I'm going to tell them like it is. So I really don't have favorites while the competition is going on.
Okay. All right. Thank you
Right.
so much. Yeah, because
Well,
sometimes, but I was just wondering how you manage to remain impartial
yeah,
amidst
man.
all of those. Yeah, so that's how you just say it as
Right.
it is. If you perform good, yeah. If you don't perform good, yeah, you say it.
Right.
Right,
Right.
right. Okay, great. Now, for this now, I know that you love table tennis. I don't know if you're still playing table tennis.
Yes,
Is
man. Of course.
Yeah, so you wanted to be on Calabar table tennis team.
Boy, I couldn't make Calabar team at all
Why
because
you couldn't make it?
when I was going to Calabar, we had people like Stephen Hilton, who became a Caribbean champion. We had people like Michael Hyatt, who also became a Caribbean champion. I couldn't play for Calabar. I played for my class though, but I couldn't play for Calabar. After Calabar, I put down the game for a while. Then I took it up back maybe about 20, 15, 20 years after leaving Calabar.
Yes, yes.
And it's the only form of exercise that I truly enjoy.
Oh, okay.
So I currently play like 2 or 3 times a week, every week,
What you not saying?
like 3, 4 hours. Yeah, man. I have to carry towels and shirts. Um, so much so that I even serve as the president of my table tennis club.
Oh, you have
So
a
I,
club, table
yeah, I
tennis
have a
club.
table tennis club at Salafi Chapel.
Oh, that's
Five
good.
of us on the team, and we go to different clubs and play against, compete against people out here in Kingston as well as out of town.
Yes.
Um, I served as a board member of the Jamaica Table Tennis Association for a while this year, but due to COVID and the changes and all that's happening with the entertainment and so on, I resigned the other day.
Okay.
But I'm still close with the board members and stuff. It's a game that I'm extremely passionate about. I
Yeah.
know, I know. I think you heard that they call me the smashing pianist.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
that's where it's because of table tennis why I'm called a smashing
Really?
pianist.
Wait,
Mhm.
wait, wait. Tell me more. Tell me more. Tell us more.
So the first tournament I entered was at YMCA,
Yes.
and I was playing a little 11-year-old. Now table tennis matches goes up to 11, right?
How old were you then?
Uh, maybe in my 30s.
Okay, all right.
40s, and this 11-year-old had me like, I think he had me like 5-1 or something like that. He's five,
Mm.
my one, and we were going to 11,
Yes.
and the crowd was cheering for him. And I was not going to have it.
Yeah, you said not gonna happen.
I was not going to have an 11-year-old beating me.
Video. Yes, yes.
So I smashed him, and the score became 5-2.
Yeah, yeah. And when you say you smashed him, children of God, he means he smashed the ball. You know.
Smash the ball, right?
Yes, yes, yes. Because I don't want them to think that.
Right, right. So the score
Yes,
became 5-2.
yes,
And then but everybody in the arena knows me as a musician.
yes, yes.
So I'm playing him now and playing the next point, man. And I gave him a smash again and it became 5-3. And
Yes.
I shouted the smashing pianist.
Oh,
Service chains and we were playing and I think he won the next point, so it became 6-3.
yeah.
And we were playing again and I smashed him again, it became 6-4. And I shouted the smashing pianist. To cut a long story short, by the time the score got to 8-7, my 8, his 7,
Oh,
the arena was now shouting the smashing
smashing
pianist.
pianist. Oh,
So
so
by the
you,
time I beat him 11-7, I think it was, the whole crowd was calling me the smashing pianist. And
oh,
that name has stuck.
yeah.
Then I had to do a concert. I think it was at the Pegasus, Jazz in the Gardens. And
Oh,
somehow I got a little excited, you know. I started to smash the keyboard.
oh Lord. You started smashing the keyboard.
Right. So that name has kind of stuck.
Stuck with you. So basically, you gave yourself that name.
Right, I guess, in a table tennis match, right?
It's really lovely. It's a lovely smashing pianist, you know, and you're such a great pianist because when I listened to you playing, I'm like, this man is really good. Like you've been doing this a while and you've really honed your craft and yeah, you're really good, Dennis.
Thank you, sir.
You are welcome. Now we want to go to other things that you do for fun. So I know that you're the smashing pianist, where you know table tennis and all of those things. What else do you do for fun?
Right now, nothing but outside of table tennis. Every now and then I might walk or jog around the park. Every
Yeah.
now and then. Well, we have a vibrant relationship with our immediate neighbors. So we play table tennis. Not table tennis. We play what you call it, dominoes.
No, oh Lord, Dennis, Dennis,
Almost
Dennis,
every week.
Dennis. Don't tell me that you smash your table as well, Dennis.
Sometimes, we play dominoes. We play. Well, the ladies like to play Ludo. We men don't like it, but just to please them, we'll play it.
Yeah,
We
we love
call it.
Rudy.
No, we don't like it, man. It take too long. We call it the Taliban game. We don't like it.
Okay.
um, but years ago, I would have played a lot of video games, but I don't do that anymore. I guess I've
Yeah.
lost my love for it. But I used to play a lot of FIFA football.
What's your
And
side?
my side,
Yeah, I mean it's FIFA, now, but usually
I
you guys.
think I think at the time I liked Manchester United. I'm not so up to date with what's happening now.
Them not quite good.
Right. So I would know what to say now. But when it comes to World Cup football, I only
Yeah.
have two favorites.
Tell me.
Argentina and Germany.
Okay.
Right, right.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I'm a Maradona Messi kind of guy, you know?
Okay. All right. All right. I hear you. I hear you. I'm a manual person, but you know, they're just disappointing me. But I understand that I don't know, they're going through something. And you know,
Okay.
yeah, they're going through something. No, we want do you have a favorite food to eat?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why did you
No,
ask
no.
that question?
I have to ask
We
it.
we are foodies. So whenever we can, every chance we get, we try a different restaurant.
Oh,
So I think I would want to think Japanese food and Chinese food is
yeah.
probably my favorite.
Favorite.
But we've had some other type of dishes that is mind blowing, like Brazilian is wicked. You know, it's kind of hard to say, but I know if I had to go to a restaurant now and I had to choose one restaurant, it would
Yeah.
either be Chinese or Japanese. So
Okay.
sweet and sour chicken
Oh,
is
yeah.
very high on the list. Teriyaki chicken very high on
Yes.
the list.
Oh Lord. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. You're talking my language, that is.
um, um, every now and then I like to hide and have a little coconut shrimp, you know.
So Dennis, so why you hide and have the coconut shrimp, Dennis? Tell me why?
And there's also what's that food, almond crusted salmon.
Oh,
Oh
oh,
God, feel
oh.
like I want to speak in tongues now.
Well,
Yeah.
Dennis, I have to go back to why you hide and eat the coconut shrimp. I want to know what's the story behind that.
I just joke. I'm really supposed to. I'm really supposed to chicken and fish.
Oh, you're not supposed to really.
I'm supposed to
It,
because of my health concerns and so on. But every now and then, take
you
a
want
piece
to
of the
indulge
shrimp
in
here.
shrimp. Okay, all right. I understand. Now, do you have a favorite song,
Okay,
Dennis?
hold on. My phone volume just went low a while ago.
It went low.
Yeah, so I have to now be putting. Okay, let me see if I can. Can you just mute me a little? Let me
All
see if I
right.
can get a headset.
Sure, sure, sure. No problem. Hey, this is Love 101, the family
My,
station. If you are just joining us, I
oh,
am
my phone
talking with
volume
the
just went. Let me see if I
talented
can get a
pianist
headset.
Dennis Rushton. All together sing George, and he plays classical music infused with jazz. Yeah. Dennis Rushton, and he is sharing his story with us. We're just about to wrap. Yeah, just about to wrap. Very interesting conversation with Dennis. Do remember that you can always rewatch this interview if you missed it on the live. We are live on Facebook and we're live on YouTube. We're about to wrap up, but you can always rewatch it, right? Like it, share, comment, subscribe. Let me see if we have back Dennis so we can wrap up. Dennis, are you back?
Can
All
you
right.
hear
So
me?
I'm hearing you now. So we're just
Yes,
about to
yes,
wrap, Dennis. But I want to
no
talk
problem.
about family. You have
Okay, sure.
a son, right?
Yes, I have a son and a wife.
Right. All right. Great. Yeah. So tell us about family life.
Oh, family life is great. My son is 18 years old. He's doing very well, very focused, very, very focused. He just did,
Champion. Champion
yeah,
night.
campion. He just did, what do you call that exam now? It just the name of the exam just slipped
Cape.
me.
Is
Cape,
Cape?
right? And he got all distinctions.
Oh,
And
congratulations to him. What's
yeah,
his name?
uh,
The-
Dennis Rushton.
but your father's name is Dennis Russian as well.
Right,
Hold
right,
on. So
right,
you are
right.
Dennis Russian the second, and he's Dennis Russian the
The
third.
third, right, right,
Oh,
right.
interesting.
The middle names are different, but they all start with A.
Okay.
Right,
Okay. Okay. Nice.
right.
Nice. Nice. Nice.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So,
I'm my wife. No, my wife is a nurse.
oh, she's a nurse.
She's a nurse, but she's also a singer. So we do shows together. We work together.
Yes. Yes.
And of course, she's under this pandemic and vaccinating people and so on and so forth. So it's been a challenging time for her as well.
Yes.
But life is great. Won't complain.
Beautiful.
No, can't complain.
Yes, yes. And on that note, I want to salute all our nurses and doctors and everyone in the healthcare sector because I know it's not easy during this time and they've been doing all that they can. They've been doing their best. So we want to salute them right now. Dennis, as
Yes,
we
yes.
wrap, what's your favorite song? A song that gets you rocking, a song that gets you moving.
Whoa, that's so hard.
Of
Oh
course, yes.
gosh, man, that's so hard. I was expecting that question. Um, well, depending on the mood I'm in,
Yes.
I will listen to Glacier Robinson has this song, It's Not Over Now.
Mm.
Um, depending on the mood I'm in.
Yes, yes.
Um, well, I still like to listen to Donny McClurkin's
Yes.
the regular medley there. My Mind Made Up. I
Oh,
still
my
like
mind.
that sometimes, but it just depends on the mood I'm in. You know,
Okay.
yeah, because I have my time when it's just Kirk Franklin alone. I'm going to listen to.
We not say what's your favorite Kirk Franklin?
Boy, it would have to be Stump.
Oh, I don't. You know I played that earlier. I
it would have
played.
it would have to be Stump.
I played it earlier. So I'm gonna play
I
the
also like him. He has one about Imagine Me.
oh, imagine me, baby.
Yeah,
Okay. All
right.
right. All
Yeah,
right.
I like that as well.
So
Right.
many options. Which one I'm gonna choose now? Kirk. Imagine.
Probably probably Imagine Me because I like the vocal arrangement. I
Oh,
like how he distributes it, and employs the various textures and so on.
all
So it's
right.
probably that.
Well, thank you so much, Dennis, for joining me inside Alive Highlights today. Smashing pianist that now
Thank
we
you.
know how you got that name, how that name came about. Smashing, smashing, smashing. I love it. I love it. Thank you
Thank
so much
you.
for joining
You're
us.
welcome. You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. And say hi to the family for me, all right?
I certainly will. I
All
certainly
right.
will.
And I'll see you
Listen.
on All Together Sing when it gets back.
When it gets back.
Thank you again.
All right, sure. Bless your heart.
Bless
Blessings.
you. Hey, this is Love 101, the family station, and that was Alive Highlights. And I had Dennis Rushton, smashing pianist. Many of you know him from All Together Sing. You know that choir show, yes, beautiful. He's one of the judges. Thank you so much for watching the live, guys.